Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so today we're going to be bringing you the how to take better photos and videos with the Galaxy A26. After this, you will take much better photos and videos, so let's get started. All right, now first and foremost, the number one thing we always start with is just double pressing the power button. This will automatically launch you into your camera. So this is a really big deal, just so you know exactly how to go into your camera right away if you ever need to. Simple and easy, and it's just something you always want to be able to do so that if you need to get into your camera, it's just a simple double press, and then you can go right away to taking photos and videos. All right, now the phone is set back to factory settings. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is actually turn on motion photos right here at the top. What this will allow you to do is hopefully get a good shot by something that is in motion. So if I play back this photo, I can see I actually had the product that I wanted in the shot, but when I took the photo, it was too late. So here I can go to edit, go to this playback button right here, and then hopefully, I would say right here, have a good shot of the product, set it as the key image, and now I have the product that I wanted in my shot, and it's pretty clear. Now I will note that obviously if it's really fast in motion, it won't look that good, but this one is pretty good for just a quick shot of something that happened before I took the photo. All right, next thing you're gonna want to know about is your zoom. So you have the ultra wide, 0.5, 1x normal, and 2x zoomed in. Now anything past the 2x is going to get a little bit more grainy. It just won't be as clear, and then 10x will be really grainy. So just know that for a fact that, 1 and 2x will be clear, 4x will be okay, and 10x will be about a little bit blurry. So just so you know ahead of time. But what you can also do is actually slide this to make it a little bit easier for you to go in between them. So if you don't want to quite do 2, or you want to do 2.4 and not 4x, this is a way to quickly do it. And then you can always jump in between them as well. Then we have this little section over here, which you can change a couple of things. First and foremost, 12 megapixels can go to 50. The only ever time you want to do 50 megapixels is if you are on a very bright sunny day and you can stand still for a time. So if you're taking a picture of the Statue of Liberty on a sunny day, that would be great. That would be when you would use this. Otherwise, if it's any kind of motion or if it's not a very bright area, you want to stick to 12. Next, 3x4 is standard photo taking, but you can do 16:9 or 9:16 if you want to do a TikTok style photo or a YouTube style photo with 16:9. And you can also change to 1:1 for more Instagram type. But I think 4:3 is the best kind of format to change and crop however you'd want later. All right, then the next part we're gonna go over is one thing you can do right here, adjust a face. So if you're taking a picture of someone else and you want to turn this on, what you can do is smoothness, get rid of acne, wrinkles, or blemishes, or even beard stubble. So if you turn that all the way up, it will clear all that up. Tone will do a shift in tone and skin tone, so you can kind of play with it as you'd like. Jawline will actually literally reduce fat off of your jawline, so that's kind of cool. And then eyes will make your eyes bigger. If you had a late night and it's early in the morning and you want to take a photo and you want to make sure your eyes don't look so small, bam, you can do that. And then we're going to go into the camera settings themselves to change a couple of things. So all of these I would leave as is. Being able to scan QR codes, screen optimizer, all that kind of stuff is really simple and easy. Swiping the shutter button down, this will either take a burst shot or a GIF. Basically what that means is when you go like this, it will take a bunch of photos. This is really good for like a sports setting when you need it. So if you're taking a picture of pets or kids, that's a really good shot for it. Just swipe your shutter button down. All right, then the next part is going to be save selfie as previewed. You want that off. This way text will be seen as it was taken. What I mean by that is if you have a picture of a shirt and it's in the selfie, it will actually be legible as older fashion selfies used to be in reverse, which just didn't make sense. Swipe up and down to switch the camera modes is a really simple and quick, easy, just to be able to swipe between selfie and regular taking camera. All of the video settings, leave them as is right here. Auto HDR leave on. I would, to help you shoot better, turn on composition guidelines. I would do grid only or even level only. This just makes sure that you kind of set things the way you want it to. Basically, for most photography, you want something in the center box or you want something in the left or right 3. for that kind of blur effect. Location tags I turn on personally. It's up to you if you want to keep it. Shooting modes, not too much here. The main thing I would just know is that you do have a floating shutter button. This way, if you do want to take a photo at an angle, you can put it more easily like this. So you can just grab it and take it. This is very easy to do, just so you don't have to reach all the way down to the bottom or even click here. It's just easy to do that. And then when you're done with it, you just put it away and you can always grab it back. Then we move on to settings to keep. The main thing I would do here is make sure you have selfie angle on. That is going to be something you just want to keep once we set it. Everything else you can kind of leave as is. All right, then we're going to move over to video. And in this section, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to FHD 30 up here at the corner and change it to FHD 60. This is going to give you the best video quality this camera can do. It's going to look amazing and a lot better, and you'll actually be impressed that this phone can actually take this good of a video quality. Definitely recommend doing that right away. Then you're going to want to know this little running guy over here. He can actually turn on steady shot. The problem with that is steady shot uses your ultra wide camera to stabilize it. So good in a bright sunny day if you're like in a soccer field, baseball field, and chasing after someone, perfect for that. Any other time, turn it off, especially in dark areas. It does not look good. All right, then we're going to move on to portrait. Main thing you want to know with portrait is the default portrait mode is kind of high at 5. It doesn't look good. You want to change it down to about 3 or even 2. I say 3 is kind of that good thing where you have that nice blur effect that most people want, and I think it'll really be impressed when you take the photo. As you can see, that looks a lot more natural and really a lot better with portrait from the camera. All right, and lastly, we're going to click under more, and there are going to be 2 things I want you to know about. One is they do have a slow motion mode, but you always only ever want to use regular slow motion, not super slow motion. This one is low resolution and does not look good. Second, one of the best things about Samsung phones is food mode, and it just makes your food pop. So if you like to take photos for Instagram, this is going to be the way to go. You can just go ahead and outline where you want it to focus on, and man, the food will look so good here, and you'll definitely impress a lot of people. All right, the last thing we're going to do is go to selfie mode. And in selfie mode, by default, that mode we turned on earlier is going to be on. So by default, you have 2% smoothness. Again, if you want that off and just all natural, you can just turn it off. But if you want to, again, slim down your jawline, change your skin tone, or actually have the ability to smooth any wrinkles, acne, or stubble off your face, that's the way to do it. And then lastly, you always want to go the wide mode. This is basically using all of your camera. The other one is actually cropped in and zoomed in on your camera. So always use this form to take photos. It's just going to be better and wider shot, means you fit more things in. And then finally, portrait. Again, we're going to change this to be about 3, and that will give you a much better selfie portrait mode. And you can see it just really just blurs that very nicely and subtly enough for it to look real. All right, guys, that was the video on how to upgrade your photo and video quality on the A26. Let me know if you found this video helpful, and if you want to see more videos on this phone and others, let me know in the comment section which one you want to see. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.
Thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, follow me on social media at YouTube Tech Guy. And check out some more great tech videos on your screen right now.